Okay. All right, so log base 10 of x is also called log x. This is not the natural log. So log base 10 of x is the common log. Thank you. It is the common log. Common log is the log base 10. Now, what we're learning today is not a log base 10. If you ever see a log base e of x, log base e of x, that's what we're learning today, that is called the natural log. The natural log. Log base e of x. And remember, e is approximately equal to 2.71. Right? It's just a number. It's not a variable. It's about 2.71. We find e, remember when we compound interest, not 4 times a year, not 12 times a year, not 365 times a year, but continuously we arrive at e. Okay, and we can abbreviate this as lnx. Okay, so if you ever see ln x, it just means log base e. It's just a log. It's called the natural log. Okay, ln of x is log base e. It's the natural log.
Wait, is the n the base?
This is the base, e.
So the n isn't a little...
No, yeah, it's just ln. It just means log base e. Yeah, ln x just means log base e. It's not the base. Okay, let's go ahead and try a few problems. But the key thing to remember is ln is a log, right? The natural log is a log. So we can use all the same things. Everything that we could do with logs still applies. So, for example, number 1, combine. Okay, combine. Letter A, 3 ln 6 minus ln 8. 3 ln 6 minus ln 8. We can apply the exact same rules. So we can take this 3, and just like we did before, we can bring him up. So we get ln of 6 cubed minus ln 8. And then once I got these, Juwan, how do I combine these two with if it's a minus sign here, do I combine them with multiplication or division? Juwan, what do you think? Multiplication or division if I've got a minus sign in the middle? Division, right? So ln of 6 cubed over 8. ln of 6 cubed over 8. And just for fun, let's break this down. ln of 6 cubed over 8, so that'd be ln of 6 times 6 times 6. In other words, 2 times 3, that's 6, times 2 times 3, which is 6, times 2 times 3. And then 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, so 2 over 2 makes 1, 2 over 2 makes 1, 2 over 2 makes 1. So we're left with 3 times 3 times 3. In other words, ln 27. This breakdown method is good. You probably learned it in Algebra 1 when you got big numbers that cancel out nicely. Okay, letter B. Why don't you guys go ahead and do 4 ln x minus ln... Whoops. Oh well. ln y. Okay, any questions there? How we combine them? Bring the 4 up top and then combine it just like Juwan said last time with division, right? So you got subtraction, so it just combines with division. Any questions there? Same thing as ln is a log, so there's nothing new here. Expand, I'm not even going to do expand because we just practiced that. So number 2, let's go ahead and solve now. Solve. And let's go ahead and solve ln of x equals 0.1. ln x equals 0.1. All right, so same thing applies. Same thing applies, guys. This is a ln, which is a log base e. Question, ladies and gentlemen, can I log both sides? You already have a log here, so no. What you can do, though, you're going to rewrite. We're going to rewrite this. think about what your base is, guys. It's not 10. What is our base here, ladies and gentlemen? E. So we're going to just write E to the what exponent? To the 0.1 equals x. Oh, okay. Then I just have to go to my calculator. And let's just type in 0.1, 0.1, and then do second, and then push e to the x, right here. Second, and then e to the x, and we get our answer, about 1.105. And you can try that. Plug it back in to check. Plug it back in there to check, guys. Keep that number in your calculator. Push the LN button. Push the LN button. It's right next to off. Don't push second, just push the LN button. You should get back to 0.1. Push the LN button, you'll get back to 0.1. All right, letter B. Whoops. Letter B. Go ahead. Why don't you guys solve ln of 3x minus 9 equals 21. ln 3x minus 9 equals 21. Remember, you can't log both sides because you already have a log there. Just rewrite it. Use your calculator to solve. Oops. And actually it's an exactly equal to, it's not approximately equal to. We have 439,605,247.8. Right, so put 21, second, e to the x, and then add 9 and divide by 3. Right, remember to add 9, divide by 3 at the end. Add 9, divide by 3. Okay, let's try one more example. All right, so let's do ln 3x plus 5 plus ln 3x plus 5 equals 4. All right, and this is kind of a harder one that you're not going to see too many of these on your homework, but it's good to see one harder problem. ln 3x plus 5 plus ln 3x plus 5 equals 4. So first off, because it's a ln, it's a log, we can use our combination rules. We can combine these guys. So it's a plus sign. It's a plus sign. So just when I combine them, do I multiply these or do I divide them? Right. So unfortunately, dividing would have been great because then things have worked out maybe a little bit nicer. But we're going to get ln, and we're going to have 3x plus 5 times 3x plus 5 equals 4. Right. We multiply them, which means that's ln of 3x plus 5 squared equals 4. All right, just combine them. Okay, that means now that we got everything kind of isolated, we're going to rewrite it. We're going to rewrite it. So we're going to take our base. And guys, it's not 10 for ln. What is your base again? It is a base e. So e to the what power? To the 4th, right? A log is an exponent. Still a log. A log is an exponent. E to the 4th equals 3x plus 5 squared. Okay, so now that we got this squared, we're going to take this and undo it with a square roots. So we're going to square root this. Square root this. So we get 3x plus 5, right? Equals, remember when you square root both sides, you have to add plus or minus. And actually, e to the 4th square roots. Think about this. E to the 4th to the square root. Remember, e to the 4th square root I can write as, Ursula, what power can I write square root as? Half. So if you think about it, square root of e to the 4th, if you multiply these, you're going to get e to the 4 over 2, which is just e squared. So you just get plus or minus e squared. Okay, so unfortunately we got two different versions of here. We got 3x plus 5 equals positive e squared, 3x plus 5 equals negative e squared. So let's set that up. 3x plus 5 equals positive e squared. We got the positive version and the negative version.
What have to do for the 3x plus 5?
The plus and minus?
Yeah.
Well, no, remember it's on the other side. Just like, remember, think about this like x squared equals 9, right? X squared equals 9. You square root both sides, you get x equals plus or minus 3. So you don't do it with the x side, right? Alright, so over here, we're just going to take this and we're going to add 5 and divide by 3. So x equals e squared, subtracting 5, divided by 3. Right, you subtract 5, divide by 3. And over here, we subtract 5, divide by 3, so x equals negative e squared minus 5 over 3. And if you don't have a calculator, I mean, that's what you would leave it as. Since we do, let's go ahead and find this out. So e squared, so push 2 in your calculator, 2, and then do seconds, e to the x. You should get about 7.3. About 7.3. Subtract 5, divide by 3. X equals approximately 0.796. And x equals approximately, on this side, take e squared, so take the same number, so put the 2 in there, e to the x, you got 7.38. Now to make this a negative, remember, go to the bottom, push this plus or minus button on the bottom. Plus or minus on the bottom makes it a negative e squared. Negative e squared. Subtract 5, divide by 3, we get negative 4.13 if we round that off because it's 9.6.